Hi folks, Chris Anderson from Mount Comfort RV. Today we got our first 2015 Dutch Star in, so we wanted to take a moment and show you all the goodies on this. This is a model number 4002, so obviously we have a 40-footer here. On the Newmar 40-footers, that does include a tag axle, which is going to give you a ton more carrying capacity than anybody else's 40-footer. So that's important. We know not everybody's looking for a 45-foot bus or a 43-foot bus. So a slightly shorter Dutch Star, we feel like there's a demand for this, and this has a floor plan that's very unique as well, which I'll show you when we get inside. But let's start on the outside. They offered up a lot of the Mountain Air features from last year, and they brought them down into the Dutch Star. So Mountain Airs, I think, are going to be a little harder to sell this year because they gave all the good features to Dutch. First and foremost, Girard awnings molded up into the cap, so it's no longer an awning that's bolted onto the side of the coach. You no longer have the arms to deal with that are head knockers. Power awnings bolted right in, and both of those are awnings, so really this whole side of this coach becomes one big awning, which is nice. Frameless windows, another recent addition to the Dutch Star lineup. They just look better, folks, plain and simple. The front cap is new, the back cap is new. We'll try to get shots of both of those as we go around, but those are things to look for. Obviously, aluminum rims goes without saying. Dual fuel fill, where you can fill from either side of the coach, goes without saying. And this is a raised rail chassis that's going to have incredible amounts of pass-through storage, and I'll let him get the camera down in there where you can see that. We did option in the one pull-out tray that pulls out either side of the coach. And one thing to always remember on Newmar, they have the most insulated basement in the industry. Everybody talks about the thickness of their baggage doors. Everybody talks about how they insulate their floor. Newmar does that as well as anybody else, but then they go and a lot of other companies will put just a steel pan here or a fiberglass floor in this, or maybe they use rotocast, which is just plastic. I mean, any of those substances are going to be 1/4 of an inch or less thick. Here's the thickness of our floor. That's all full of insulation. That way, this is where our holding tanks are. This is where our water lines are. When you have cold weather to deal with, a Newmar is going to deal with it a lot better than anybody else's coach. They did something a little bit different on this floor plan because of the way the interior is. They actually put the LCD TV down in this compartment. Now, you're not losing any storage space here to speak of because this coach, this is normally behind that TV or where your water tanks are anyway, and normally the only thing that would be here would be like pegboard where you could hang tools or something. So you didn't really lose anything there. The soundbar, the JBL soundbar below it, is new for this year as well. Like all Newmars, the slides are flush mount. They don't have to use the piece of plastic on the edge here to cover the gap, and that piece of plastic, that's just where water's going to get in, that's where wind noise is going to get in. Newmar just doesn't do that. Something new for this year, and this is straight from customer feedback. A lot of people have been saying that the DEF tanks were actually on the wrong side of the coach. I tend to agree with them because you go to a truck stop to fill up, and you want to be able to get it from the door side of the coach. Historically, this has been on the other side, so nice that this year they finally got that figured out, and the DEF tank is on the correct side. Here's your chassis batteries back here and your chassis disconnect. That's about all there is back in this area. Now we go to the back of the coach, and I want to show you the new rear cap because it really looks outstanding. Completely redesigned. They had to make it a little taller to adapt for the Girard awnings, the way they're molded into the sides. Now the funny part is, overall it's not any taller than the Mountain Air, or it's not any taller than last year's Dutch Star. It does look taller than those because of the way the awnings are molded into the side of the coach, but it's really, if you measure to the top of the air conditioners, which is your tallest point, it's the same height as it was last year. So that's one nice feature. Of course, we have a side radiator coach instead of a rear radiator. This just gives us better engine access back at the back. Speaking of engine, we do have a 450 horse Cummins engine in there, puts out 1,250 foot-pounds of torque, so it'll climb your mountains. It'll also pull 10,000 pounds behind it. This side, I really just wanted to show the paint job. It really just looks outstanding. You can tell it's a full wall slide coach, but when you look at the way the paint fades from the brown into the tan, that's all done by hand. You know, there's not computers that do this. This is an art form, and Newmar does a better job with anybody with this art form. Again, frameless windows and window awnings over both, and it looks like there's awnings on this side of the coach as well. There are not. That's just to make it symmetrical. Those are actually blanks. Those do not open up. No, I want to be clear, there are no awnings on the driver's side of the coach. So, folks, that's about it for the outside. Let's go inside and have some fun. Hello again, Chris Anderson with Mount Comfort RV. Today we're doing the inside of the 2015 Dutch Star. This is a model 4002, 40foot diesel pusher with a 450 engine. Lots of neat things in here. This is kind of a floor plan that a lot of the Newmar Country Club people and diesel shoppers have been asking for, and Newmar gave it to them. So up front, you're going to see some familiarity. If you've watched any of the other videos, you'll see that this is one of our favorite setups. It's actually my favorite setup, which is 2 recliner chairs with a little table in between them. I mean, let's face it, who usually buys these coaches? Just a nice couple. And it's usually just not a ton of grandkids real often or anything. So for 2 people, this coach is perfect. It will sleep 4. But 2 nice recliner chairs. Straight across from the recliner chairs, you have a sofa that will make into a bed. And then you have the televator that brings the TV up. Straight across, no looking to your left, no looking to your right. When you want to watch TV, it's set up right in front of you. We really optioned this Dutch up. You saw the Girard awnings on the outside. We also optioned it with not only the MCD power shades, but they have the remote control version of it as well. We don't raise and lower these during the videos because any light coming in really messes with the videos. In fact, we should have closed that front blind, I'm just now realizing. But at any rate, one touch of the button here and all the shades go up or down, and it also has the screens as well. So daytime, nighttime, this is a pretty good setup, and this just hangs right here on the wall. Multiplex lighting, where you can control your lighting throughout the coach from one of a handful of different spots where you can control multiple rooms worth of lighting. You don't have to walk into the back of the coach to light up the back of the coach, which that makes things very, very nice. New tile for this year, and it looks outstanding. The unique part about this coach is actually going to be the placement of our booth here. And this is what people have been requesting, and this is what makes it different than any other coach on our lot. So many times you end up with kitchen here, booth here. Well, this is opposite, and it kind of makes some sense because your Euro booth here, which is very comfortable by the way, is right next to the big window, which looks right out on your patio. This is where, if you do have any guests with you, or if you do want to look outside, you're looking at your patio side, usually the dinette's on the other side, and you're looking at your neighbor's patio. Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So this actually, on your door side of the coach, put the booth there and a flat floor on this side, which a lot of times this is not a flat floor slide on this side of the coach. Over here, we also have a flat floor slide. Now, most coaches do not offer a way to do a full wall flat floor slide and put the kitchen on it. It's tricky with the plumbing, but Newmar's got that figured out, and they're able to do a flat floor slide on the kitchen side of the coach, so that makes it very unique. All Corian, undermount, huge stainless sink. Obviously, you have a pull-down sink sprayer as well. We optioned in the induction cooktop. Okay, obviously this is an all-electric coach. There's no propane system whatsoever. You have hydronic heating, you have hot water on demand, you have unlimited hot water. So like I said, you want to go take a 40-minute shower, please knock yourself out. You have the dishwasher as well. 30-inch convection microwave from Whirlpool. Okay, beautiful hardware this year. I love that. As we come back, you're going to notice we have all tile throughout this coach. There's very little carpet in here at all. So that's nice. Maytag residential refrigerator. You can't get that with your propane and electric refrigerators. That's just a ton of storage. Okay. Ice and water are on the door here on this refrigerator as well. When we step up to the half bath, they've reversed how this door opens to make it a little easier for when the slides are in. Okay, we shut that door. Come on back into the bedroom. Even though this is a 40-footer, we're still a king-size bed. Nice Sony television. His and hers closets, or hers and hers closets, however it might be. If it was my house, it would definitely be hers and hers closets. And then we'll step up into the rear bath, which is a very popular floor plan, obviously, the bath and a half. Back here in the back corner, very large closet. Okay, there's actually a safe built in back there. Nice shower. And then stackable washer dryer. Let me try to get that in the shot. There we go. So that's a little bit about the 4002 floor plan. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll come in and see us. Any questions about any of the Newmar systems, I'd love to spend an hour or two telling you about this, but we have to keep our videos short here, under 15 minutes total for YouTube purposes. But I hope you've enjoyed it. My name is Chris Anderson. Please give me a call, Mount Comfort RV. Thank you for your time.